Otto returns for the first time in 68 years to his home in Austria, the home he hasn't seen since his dramatic parting from his family as a 10-year-old boy.
I lived in number 15. That's right over here. Gosh, can this really be where I grew up? It's almost unbelievable. My best friend lived in that door over here, look. And we were mostly in each other's houses. The families used to eat together. It was cheaper to cook together. And Kurt's father and my father were in the same trenches together in the First World War. They were old comrades. Oh, they used to talk about the war like most fathers do. But unfortunately, I got bad memories about that door over there. Because in the Anschluss, the very day after I returned from the parliament, the Hitler Youth came up here to shout, "Are there any Jews here?" And he opened the door and said, "Yes, of course, number 15. I can never forget that. One day, my mother came home, kissed me, cuddled me. "Otto, you're going to England." England? I knew it was an island. I knew I would see the sea. I was excited. Well, when are we going? "No, Otto, not we, but you." Me?
So here I am at the Westbahnhof, and I walked here with my lovely sister Adele and my mother. I had no idea what the future was to bring for me. I had no idea that I would never see them again.
My cousin and I, we had to wait quite some time before finally our names were on the board. And this was to go to a place called Gateshead, which is on the other side of Newcastle. But we didn't stay there very long because all the populations of all the children from Gateshead were evacuated, not too far, to a lovely market town called Morpeth. Well, I was a novelty. They had never, I mean, somebody from London would have been a novelty because it's a close-knit community. In a place like Morpeth, I couldn't understand a word they were saying. I mean, for goodness sake, I must have, they taught me words perhaps which I shouldn't have said to the teacher, because the teacher was not angry with me, he was angry with the boys. I couldn't speak a word of English, I couldn't communicate. And they must have said, "Please, sir, can we touch him?" As if I was somebody from outer space. I mean, an Austrian and a Jew, they heard about Jews, but in their scripture lessons, but to see one. But eventually I began to pick up the language. I became a little Geordie lad. And to this very day I can speak perfect Geordie. And if ever I speak to someone from the northeast, I can still say, "How are Hinny? I didn't know what you're talking about, man. Why are Geordie Hinny?" And that was the first English I ever heard.